Hey YouTube, Guardian here, G417, going on a little FPVLog Friday. So basically, boy, it's been a while. It has definitely been a while. Basically, I want to start off by saying I got this idea over the summer. I'm doing a lot of YouTube surfing, and I saw a lot of guys online doing what they call motovlogs. So I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. I ride motorcycles, you know, I want to do motovlogs. And I thought, wait a minute, why copy everybody else whenever I could do something that is not yet happened? So I was like, I'll do an FPV log. So basically what I want to do is every Friday I want to upload a video of me just flying around and answering questions at anybody who wants to get into FPV, and and just talk about just different stuff, you know. Like I want to get people into this hobby. This hobby is, I'm going to call it endangered, because of some things that have been happening with some people who probably weren't thinking correctly. This hobby is now endangered, especially FPV. Just the flying aspect, not so much, but the FPV part, yes, definitely. So, a little bit about myself, or I guess about my rig. I fly a Flight Test Batbone. It's the tricopter designed by the guys over at Flight Test. I love this frame. I love the way it looks, love the way it flies. I have a Hobby King KK 2.1 flight controller. I actually just switched over to the 2.1. I had a 2.0 earlier over the summer, but something really bad happened. I messed up big time, and the controller basically wasn't working as well as it should. So I swapped over to the 2.1, and I'm loving it. That's why for a couple of videos, I won't be doing anything crazy daring, just because I'm getting used to it. Along with the KK 2.1, I'm flying Turnigy 30 amp multi-star ESCs, hooked up to some Turnigy D2836 9s, I believe. It's a 950 kV motor, and then swinging 8x4.5 size props, just slow fly plastic props, pretty cheap ones. And then to power it all, I've got and then powered it all, I have a 3000 milliamp battery, 3-cell by Turnigy. It's a Nanotech, it's a purple battery. So and then for video, I'm just using a GoPro Hero 3 Black Edition, not the 3 Plus, the 3. I bought it a couple years ago for other things. I have a ready-made RC. What is it? I think it's a 800 milliwatt, 1.3 gig video transmitter with blue beams on both receiver and transmitter. And then I have the ready-made RC, it's actually 900 megs to 1.3 receiver. Again with blue beams on it. Man, this one to twist awfully hard. Again with blue beams on it. And then I'm using Fat Shark Dominator goggles. The reason I went Dominator because I like the expandability. I want to hopefully sometime soon buy the receiver module, the 1.3 receiver module. It's not made by Fat Shark. It's made by another company. I don't remember what they're called right now. But I eventually want to end up using that. Cool. So yeah, so that's basically my rig. Like I said, I want to try to get people into this hobby. It's a great hobby. I'm so happy I got into it. I started flying a couple years ago, and I got into it because I wanted to fly FPV, and I worked my tail off in college. I'm still in college, but I worked my tail off in college, and I'm now flying FPV. I've had a blast with it. All my buddies think it's super cool. Everybody I've talked to, I've flown around, they love it. I don't know how many people have come up to me mid-flight, and they're like, oh, what's going on? And I tell them. So, I mean, I tell them what I'm doing. I'm telling how it's being done, and people are just astonished that you can actually do that. So like I said, just throw a comment down below. If you wanna know anything, if you wanna talk about anything, ask anything, fire away. You know, I'll do my best to explain what's going on, what I'm doing, what's going on. Try to help other people avoid the troubles I had during building an FPV rig, and actually flying FPV for that matter. I got about a minute left. So yeah. So fire away, guys, and it is definitely time for me to come down. I don't know if you hear that alarm. So all right, guys. Well, whew. All right. So that is going to be an FPVLog Friday. Like I said, sorry about how kind of rough that was. I'm still getting used to this new board. It flies so much better than the old one, but I'm still getting used to the new one. And I don't know, it's kind of been a nasty day today too. So I guess I will see you guys next Friday. And until then, keep flying and keep your eyes to the sky.